Young fellas, stop wifing up chicks who already have children. She could never be yours imprinted through the womb. Never. Stop doing that. Stop.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Kush, and welcome to my channel. So today we want to talk about, what I think is a very important topic, and that is the subject of, dating a single mother. And on this particular subject, I want to cover three things, or three reasons why a man should, a healthy single man with no kids should ever date a single mother. All right. And let's just start with reason number one. Guys, just basically, just put it in simple terms. All right. No matter what, that child, that woman's child will never be yours. Okay. No matter what you do, reality will always stand that woman's child is not your seed. And it's just as simple as that. Now, you can love them as if they were your own. You can, throughout life, do the things that you need to do to provide. But at the end of the day, it's always going to come back to, you want to look at that child and ask yourself this question: is this my child? And the answer to that question will always be no. All right? And the thing is, no matter what you do for this child, you raise them as your own, it's going to come to a point where the child is going to ask questions. They're going to want to know who their real father is. No matter what you do, they're always going to want to know that. There's going to be something inside of them that wants to know their biological father. And nothing is going to be able to change that. Now, I've seen instances where, whether it's the woman, and we're going to get into this much later on, but, a lot of times a mom will discourage the child from asking questions about their real father, All right. So reason number one is that is not your seed, and it will never be your seed no matter what you do. All right. Reason number two. Okay. So reason number two is that if you understand women nature, and not all, shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson. Not all, but most. If you're a man who understands women nature, you understand that a woman, she can manipulate anything. She will lie to get her way. She will lie. That is her nature, to lie and manipulate. So if you understand that, or if you can at least understand that to a point, you can also understand that, the single mother are those things times two. All right, guys, you will never know the real reason why this woman became a single mother. All right. And by the time you really figure it out, honestly, it might already be too late. All right. So here's an example, right? So let's say you're dating a single mom, and this has happened, to a lot of guys. You're dating a single mother, and she tells you the reason why she became a single mother. Now, most of the reason, that a woman will say is because she was the R word. I've had this happen to me personally, where, at least on two occasions, actually, I've dated this girl, and she was a single mother, and, it got to the point where I was asking her, what happened, because that question is always going to come up. Anytime you're dating a single mother, you're going to ask that question: what happened to the biological father? And, basically, she indicated that, she stated that, it's because the father did the R word to her. R word. So we know what the R word means. And the, I guess, she said that he was in jail, this, that, and the third. And so he's not in the picture. Come to find out later on, that was never the case. She was never the R word. And she just simply did not want this particular person to be part of her child's life. The other lies that, women will tell in reference to the father not being in the child's life is, I know, guys, I know a lot of men have heard this lie before. So you won't be surprised what I'm about to say. The other lie is that, women will typically say, oh, well, during, sexual intercourse, he took out the condom and I didn't know he took out the condom. And so, he basically ejaculated inside of me and I became pregnant. Now, guys, please understand, when a woman says that, that is the biggest lie in the book. Reason being is that, with me personally, when if I'm smashing a woman, if, her and I are having sex, 9 times out of 10, let's say it's our second encounter or maybe the third encounter, she will ask for me to take off the condom because she wants to feel the real thing. Even the first encounter, you might even get a woman to ask you to do that. 9 times out of 10, it's the woman who's pretty much, instigating that. And, for her to say, well, I didn't know the condom was off. That's one of the biggest lies in the book, guys. One of the biggest lies in the book. All right. A lot of women, became pregnant by a man they've only known for 2 months. And the reason why is because of what I just said. They maybe on the second, third encounter, she asked him to take off the condom because she wanted to get a taste of the real thing. And, he pretty much ejaculated all inside of her. And boom, it happened. She became pregnant. So, guys, reason number 2 is that, single mothers are one of the biggest liars on the planet. They will lie, and you will never know the real reason why the father's not in the child's life, until it probably is too late. And when I mean too late, I mean, you've probably invested in a child, and you're in too deep, which brings us to our third reason. Reason number 3. Guys, let's be real. Men, the stigma on men in society is that, men, we're always running away from responsibility. When the truth of the matter is, a lot of men love children. There's a lot of men out there who's not able to see their child because of a bitter woman. And, it's killing them right now because men, in all honesty, real men love children. So when you're dating a single mother, you're going to be emotionally invested not only into her, but you're going to be emotionally invested into her child. And being emotionally invested, what happens is that, a few things have taken place. You've believed into her lie, about the real father not being in the child's life. And secondly, going back to reason number 1, that child will never be yours no matter what you do. So at some point, the child is going to ask questions and be like, hey, I just want to know who my real father is. And you being so emotionally invested, if she was ever at one point discouraging this child from ever finding out who the real father is, now you will take that position because you become so emotionally invested. You're going to start to discourage the child. You're going to start to feel like, well, I've done so much for this child. And, how dare they ask for the real father? So fam, understand, that's always going to happen. The child is always going to want to know who the real father is. And nothing you do on the planet will change that, because it's simply not your seed, right? So not because you've become so emotionally invested, now you're the one discouraging. You're the one, I've seen this happen several times where, the child's all grown up and they start to ask about the biological father, and, the stepdad or the stepfather, he'll get upset and be like, oh, I am your father, this and that. No, well, sir, you were married to my mother, all right? And you're her husband. And I, thank you for everything you've done. But in all honesty, you're not my real father. And that's just the case. So, and that puts you in a predicament there as well, guys, because, number one, you've believed into the lies of what this woman have told you regarding the child's father. Secondly, because you're so emotionally invested, you probably at a point where you can possibly hate the child's father. And I've seen that happen so many times as well, where, the guy who's the current boyfriend or husband, all of a sudden has beef with the real father. And, to me, that's really absurd, because, let's just say, as a man, you were never involved with this particular woman, all right? And you happen to be walking down the street. You could be passing this child's father on the street, and because you were never involved with this woman, you won't have any other issue with this person. But because you're so emotionally invested now, you've bought into the lies, and now you've become the woman. Her issues, understand this, guys. Whatever issues this woman has with the real father has nothing to do with you. It really didn't, because and again, it's because you're so emotionally invested, and that's not what you want to do. It has nothing to do with you. Their situation had nothing to do with you. And you over here trying to be Superman, a lot of things can take place, man. A lot of things can take place. You put yourself in a predicament where anything could happen, man. Anything could happen, man. Because you're so emotionally invested, man. Who knows? You get into it with the stepson. You see it on the news all the time. Stepfather, gets into his stepson, or stepfather gets into his stepfather. Anything could happen. Anything. And I don't want to just, say the things, but you can literally go on the news and see different scenarios involving stepfathers, whether it be between the real father or the stepkids, man. All right, so it's just not beneficial, guys. Don't put yourself in that position. Find you someone. If you're a single man with no kids, man, find you someone who's the same, where you can start fresh, where your seed can be implanted, man. Not someone whose womb has already been imprinted. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, if you like what you heard, man, if this has been real helpful to you, man, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and share, man. Again, this is your boy Kush, man, and I'll talk to you guys later.